Cedar City, one day out from the Belgian Waffle ride, Utah. Yeah, last year was a good year. Got 9th here, so I'm pretty excited for this race. This year they decided to spice it up a little bit more. I believe last year they were gonna add some single track. A bunch of people started complaining and they took it out. I just got done riding it and I 100% see why those people were complaining about it. Pretty techy, probably the most technical single track I've ridden in BWR. And I've done this one, I've done Kansas, and I've done Cali now. However, I love it. Being a mountain biker, I think it'll be a good advantage for me.
How many miles is the race tomorrow?
127 miles. In the past, it's been a little over 6 hours. However, this is definitely gonna add a little bit of time. Yeah, I'm excited for the race. This one suits me well. I hold this one near and dear. Been 9th twice, done this race twice. But if I get 9th tomorrow, I'm gonna be real mad. So I'm either getting top 5 or I'm getting 30th. It's one of those two.
I don't like that answer.
Okay.
Why would you say 30th?
Because we're gonna go for it. I'm not gonna go over the whole bike. But just tires, running the Pirelli Cinturato gravel H's in a size 40. Tory inserts, 33 in the front, 35 in the rear, PSI. That's all you need to know. I already got some pancakes made for breakfast, so trying to take a book out of...
Page?
Trying to take a book out of Keegan's page here. Pancakes for breakfast. And 100% pure maple syrup is the key ingredient there.
All
right, let's do this. Let's do this.
Why is this happening? Hello and good evening. This is Kendra Goettl here, reporting live from Cedar City, reporting on the Belgian Waffle ride of 2023. Starting tomorrow at 7 a.m. Should take them hopefully under 7 hours, I believe. Yeah, we're hoping to come home with a podium. That's all I have for you.
I like the wiggle. All right, so 7 bottles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. These 7. Scratch Super High Carb. 400 calories, 100 grams of carbs a bottle. That bottle, regular. I'm gonna start with that one and this one, and the plan is to get one of these at each stop. Then just mix between Scratch Juice and Liquid Goose. Probably mostly these. I like these liquid, they go down super easy. Also though, I'm gonna carry some extra of these just in case something goes wrong and my wifey doesn't make it to one of the aid stations or something happens. Always good to have the extra fuel. Numbers on the bike. Down here, because aero is everything. They said don't bend it. I didn't bend it. It's flat. It's just more aero-y flat. Good morning. It's race day.
All right, just gotta get the pins on.
Here at Cedar, on the other side.
Alright, here we are inside the Belgian Waffle ride, Cedar City. Just got through the tunnel at mile 4. The first year I did it, I thought that'd be a pretty big pinch point, but as long as you're up top 50 riders, honestly, you're pretty fine. There's really 4 key points in this race. I've identified that I want to be at the front, And the first one is coming up here at mile 19 as we head into the first real off-road section. Made it through the first few zigzags of this off-road section and I'm slotted in nicely in the third wheel as we start the first KOM. This climb took a total of 8 minutes and 49 seconds to get up, and I averaged 351 for the total duration, with the last 2.5 minutes or so at 432 watts. So nothing too crazy here. As we got to the top, I did sag back just a little bit, but I did want to stay up far enough just to stay out of trouble if there was a crash or anything. That, the first decisive section is down, and we cruise through the first aid station. I pick up a bottle from my wife of some super fuel, and from here we kind of form a nice group on the road. And one other rider were off the front, but as we all begin to rotate quite nicely together, it doesn't take us too long to catch them, and we enter the next section, which is 12 miles of flat to rolling hills. Nothing crazy here. I think it took us about 30 minutes to get through this section, and at a normalized power of about 248 watts, so mainly just trying to conserve here, as the next section of the race proves to be one of the hardest parts. It's called the Bald Hills, and it's a Jeep trail with a slight incline going up, but it's super rocky, and if you get just a little bit off your line, you can get kind of hung up. So in the years past, this has always blown the field apart, and it's been the deciding sector of what becomes the main lead group for the rest of the day. Damn it. Carter. Well, As you can see, things kind of went a little bit to shit here. This was the third of the 4 places that I wanted to be at the front of the race, and I was right in the right spot coming in. But Cody came up the inside and I kind of messed up my line. Wasn't in the right gear and couldn't pedal and fell over. Then literally got passed by everyone, and at this point in my head I am slightly thinking that my race is over. In years past, this sand section has lasted super long. Fortunately for me this year, it really wasn't that bad. All the moisture they've had has really kept it more packed down. I did have to put in a huge effort to get back up, but I was able to catch back up at the front, and everyone was kind of riding on the right side, and I just knew that there was another tough little sandy hill coming after this left turn, so I popped myself in the left lane and got right back where I needed to be into the front of the race. This is the 4th and final key point. I decided that I want to be at the front of the race as we enter the new single track.
Monsters, tell me, do you believe in those monsters? I'm talking dreams so big that they'll haunt you, or they'll calm you. That's how you know if you gotta go and get it, get to win and not conquer. I had to go out and get it without a sponsor. Kept it real, never crooked, yeah, that's honor. Now I can go out and get it how I want to. Hashtag blessed, I choose.
We are through the single track. I made 3 little mistakes in there that cost me 3 positions. So I come out on the road in 6th position. However, Drew got a little confused and tried to yell at him to go straight, so now I'm in 5th here. However, I can see in front of me that there's one guy off the front and then a group of 3 chasing him. Then I'm by myself, so I don't really want to go 1 against 3. I do look back and I see that Drew and Jonas are pretty close, so I decide to sit up a little bit and wait for them to kind of hammer it out with. I try and encourage them. I'm like, hey, if we work pretty strong, we can catch on, and then we can sit for just a little bit while we catch our breaths, and then we'll be in the lead group. However, pretty quickly after the motocross section, I could see that they were starting to take a little bit lesser pulls and then started telling me that they couldn't pull through.
Just a little bit. Give me a little. We're right there.
So I definitely had to do the lion's share of the work here, and this cost me quite a bit of energy, but I knew I had to be in that group if I wanted a shot at a podium. fell off the back of me, and Jonas was able to stay on my wheel, and then we caught up and became the lead group of 6 riders. This effort to get back on the lead group after the single track took just under 22 minutes with an average power of 293, normalized 306. In total, from the end of the single track to the top of this false flat climb, took 53 minutes, average power 278 with normalized 288. The temperatures were definitely starting to heat up, and fatigue was for sure setting in here. In total, this climb is just over 5 miles long, and if you look at the profile, it's super mellow until the last half mile where it kicks up. Brenden put in a nice kick, and I fell off the back of the top 3 riders, and I definitely have my work cut out for me going down this next downhill here. Here we are, mile 102, just about 5 hours in, approaching the Kanarragerg climb. Right now we're actually just a group of 4, so it's Carter, Tasman, Brenden, and myself. After that last feed zone, Cody actually was still riding but pulled over the side and puking. Apparently something he took from the feed zone just didn't jive well with him, and he just puked it right back up. So feeling pretty secure in the top 5, which was my for sure goal of the day. Hitting the bottom of the Kanarragerg climb, it is 95 degrees at the base, no wind whatsoever. Pretty quickly on though, Brenden attacked, and I had known that he was definitely the strongest guy in the race, and knowing what this climb has and how hot it is, I didn't try and go with him. I just kind of kept conservative. From here, Carter surged ahead a bit. I was hoping I could kind of stay with him, but I just wanted to make sure I could get up this climb without cramping. Cody actually caught back up to us, but I was able to distance him. This climb took 20 minutes and 14 seconds for me to get up at an average of 292 watts. Yeah, at 5 hours in and 95 degrees, this was just all I had in the tank. Over the top, Brenden had put in a pretty sizable gap. Carter was the next guy over the top, and I was sitting about 35 seconds off him. And then Cody was another 35 seconds down on me. So as far as the battle for the win goes, Brenden had a pretty good gap, but the battle for second through fourth was a pretty tight one here. just at the end of the single track. On a couple switchbacks, I can see that Cody is actually catching up to me. So I decided to send it a little bit harder in hopes that I can get on the road by myself and maintain the gap that I have for third place.
Go on forever.
I'm currently sitting in third place with a little bit of a gap on Cody with not much to go. However, I make a pretty huge mistake here as I miss a turn to go straight. There was some road construction going on and cars in the left lane, and I totally missed the sign right here that says to go straight and curved right and started heading to a neighborhood. Luckily, I noticed it right away on my map and knew that something was off, so I slowed down, turned around, didn't see the intersection, so I was a bit confused on where I was supposed to go, but as I was getting back to the spot, Cody went by, and then I knew I'd be back on track.
Man, I missed that.
So joined back up with him. Not gonna lie, I was super deflated here as I knew I had a really good shot of staying away as I'm a pretty powerful rider just on the flat roads. Unfortunately, my GoPro dies shortly after this here. What happens is we're going down a little bit of a hill. I mess up this turn going into the dirt section. Cody puts a bit of a gap on me, and then we proceed into the last off-road section, and there's some pretty gnarly washouts. He is completely sending it through there and putting more of a gap on me. In my head, I'm thinking I've got fourth place locked up. Third would be amazing, but I really don't want to mess this up with a flat or anything, so I take it pretty conservatively through this last dirt section, hoping that I can reel Cody in on the way back into town. However, there was a little bit of a lag as I got stuck behind a stoplight that he was able to make it through. However, he rode pretty darn strong all the way to the finish, so I'm not sure if I would have caught him regardless of the stoplight situation. I roll in here for fourth place.
The final spot on the podium will be for this group, and there he is. Joe Goettl will claim it, the Shields Utah rider out of Sandy, Utah. Comes down to for today. So he and Cody Kopp were together.
We're getting closer.
Let's give it up for Joe Goettl. Joe taking fourth place today for Shields, Utah.
Wifey, what do you think?
Super happy. Finished top 5.
Did the husband come through today?
He did come through. He just took a wrong turn, but that's all right.
Well, we did it. Top 5. Podium. A little bummed. They came out of single track in third. And I was putting the power down on the road. And took a wrong turn. Realized I did that. Turned around, dilly-dalled, because I couldn't really figure out where I was going. And then I saw Cody Kopp going by, and I was like, shit. However, fourth place. Much improved over 3 9ths at BWR's, 2 9ths here. And yeah, I'm stoked on that. Probably doesn't look like I'm as happy just because of the missed turn, but
End of the day, side,
still stoked. What?
on the plus side, it wasn't taking a wrong turn to miss going to state.
Yes. I did do that when I was a senior in high school. I missed a turn. I was in third.
You gotta break that habit.
Yeah.